Hi, Scorpio. Welcome back. So, Scorpio, this is going to be your spiritual tarot reading, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So, when I was meditating on the Scorpion energy, I got Benny and the Jets, okay? The song Benny and the Jets. And honestly, I don't have a clue what that song is about, but they kept repeating the one lyric, and I saw it in a magazine. So I'm not really sure the meaning of that, but take it for what it's worth. That song may have some meaning to you, the artist, something maybe that you're reading in a magazine, possibly. So it's kind of like a tabloid or a tablet. That's not what I'm getting. So it's like finding out news of something coming through for the Scorpio energy, whether that be through an actual tabloid or magazine or through other people or social media. I think most people use social media versus like a newspaper anymore, but you know. But there's like news coming through is the message that I got. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Some of you are already aware of that. Okay. And I heard fact checker. So be careful where you're getting your information from, Scorpio, okay? Because if it's not from the source, then it's likely to be misinterpreted. So because they gave me the words, get it from the source, okay? And you already have a card out. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm trying to think of some other images I had. Oh, I had an image of someone putting something on their back, and it looked pretty heavy. So you might be actually doing heavy work as a job, or it could be symbolically speaking of like walking around with something on your back. I heard monkey on your back, or like an old burden that you're carrying and it's time to unload, okay? Or it's time to let that go or let that down. If it's actually physical work, just pay attention to your posture and your back. Okay? Spirit's always looking out for you, okay? And then I also saw someone licking an envelope. So pay attention to your mail or the things that are coming through in the mail, or I just keep getting a message about a message being delivered, okay? So some of you also might be sending a message, and if you did or are, the message will be delivered or received or understood, okay? So let's go ahead and get the cards out. We're going to go through the thought space, the ego, the emotional space, and relationships and how you're feeling. And then we're going to look at the big spiritual picture. So you have the second house here and the Queen of Wands. This is talking about shared assets, okay, or the things that you own, even if it's not shared, okay? Some of you have shared assets with another person, possibly a Queen of Wands, and this is just highlighting that that's going to be a focus during this time frame of either splitting assets or something about shared finances, okay? And it doesn't have to be that specific. It doesn't even have to be a Queen of Wands. Some of you, this is all your energy, and it's just saying the way to get what you want during this time frame, Scorpio, is to come from a place of creativity, passion, intensity, desire, which is all in Scorpio's wheelhouse, right? You are the kings and queens of intense energy, so let it work for you, okay? Because it is working for you. This is talking about building up your material world and your finances through the use of your natural given talents, whatever that may be, okay? Some of you are very talented in a lot of different ways, and this could give you some more stability when it comes to your financial aspects of your life. But this is also talking about, let's take the money and the things out of it. This is also talking about your sense of self-worth, Scorpio, and understanding that at the end of the day, that your sense of self-worth is never tied to the things that you own, okay? So even if you maybe don't have a lot to show, just know that you're still worthy, right, of feeling good, of loving yourself, of being loved, etc., right? But I do feel a lot of you are focused on your security right now and, yeah, your material world, because it's materializing around you, okay, in in all ways. But I do want to point out the fact that when you're feeling worthy, that money often follows, okay? It's just a byproduct of being in a state of worth that by law of attraction brings in more of that to you, okay? So it's almost like in order for you to get what you want, you have to be coming from a place of openness and worth, okay? So let's go into the headspace and see, Scorpio, what you have going on there. Oh, before we get started, I'm going to get guidance cards out. I'm not going to read the guidance cards to the end. I'm going to keep them face down and see how it ties into the reading. It's just kind of fun to see what comes out. Oops, that's a misfire. So let me get that out real quick. One guidance card for Scorpio. And I'm going to get one law of attraction card as well. Same thing. I'm going to put it face down. I'll read it at the end. I still have that song playing in my head. Benny and the Jets. For some reason, the name Benny is standing out to me. That may resonate with someone. I don't know. All right. Okay. So, let's go into the headspace for Scorpio and see what we have going on there for you. Headspace for my Scorpios, all right? So you have Justice, the Magician, the King of Swords, the Princess of Wands. Okay. I'm going to get one more card. So I get a sense here, Scorpio, that you might be jumping the gun on something, okay? Or jumping to conclusions about something, right? Because I heard that's out of left field. So before you jump to any conclusions during this time frame, like I said earlier, make sure that you are understanding the whole picture, okay? Because some of you aren't understanding the full picture, and I heard the intentions of another, okay? Whoa, I did not mean to get that many. All right, so I'll take note of these. So Scorpio, yeah, there's something here that has you feeling a little bit fired up, okay? And I heard the song, You're Always on My Mind. There might be someone that's always on your mind, Scorpio, or it's just like you have a lot on your mind, okay? Some of you you've been heavily thinking about how to manifest some sort of justice in a situation, like kind of contemplating things, trying to look at it from all different viewpoints, okay? Or their spirit is guiding you to do that if you're not doing that. It's like keep your integrity in place before you make any decisions here, Scorpio, because manifestation is real and you are definitely manifesting through your thoughts. So what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about the aspects of a situation that you want? Or are you thinking about the aspects that you don't want? And they're saying, carve your focus into the things that you like about a person or you like about a situation and call that forth to you. And you will see some sort of, really, okay, I was going to say you'll see some sort of evidence of that, but they gave me remembrance. So there's something here about a remembrance. Because now I have Michael Jackson song, Do You Remember the Time? Do you remember the time? I think I've gotten that in your readings before, actually, that same exact song. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. But that came out of left field. Again, there's that left field. There's something about something coming out of left field, and it could be a memory or a remembrance of something, okay? And it could be around a situation where there was like a no-win type of feeling, a feeling of defeat, of emotional confusion, of just absolute exhaustion, betrayal, endings could be also involved, something like that. This was heavy. This is deep. This has kind of been shoved in the back of your mind, okay? Whatever this is that's coming up out of left field. It's like kind of remembering the bad times, the bad feelings, the bad things, the things that went wrong. And I think that's why I'm getting that message, Scorpio, of don't lend your focus to the wrongness of a situation, especially if it was in the past, because all that's going to do is reactivate those negative emotions within you, which will call more of that forth. And I'm sure you don't want to put yourself through that again emotionally, right? So instead, I'm not saying ignore it. I heard ignore the red flags. Some of you may have done that in the past, or you are doing that. But I am saying don't dwell there, Scorpio, because you will definitely manifest from that if you're not careful. And it'll throw you off track, because what is on track for you, what wants to come in for you, is like this passionate, well thought out, justified creation, situation. Okay? So it's going to take some patience. Oh, I got the song in a reading before. Gonna take money, a whole lot of spending money. Gonna take patience and money to do it right. It's gonna take patience and money to do it right. So some of you might need to secure your finances and be patient with yourself before you can maybe launch something into your life that maybe fulfills some sort of creative desire or intimate desire. Okay? I feel like there's a lot of different things coming through for Scorpio. So I'm sorry if this reading is a bit all over the place, but that's how the energy is coming in. So let's see then emotionally, what do you got going on within the emotional space for Scorpio? The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Swords. Whoa, okay, whoa. I love you, Scorpio, but I'm not going to read all of these cards, so hold on a second. We'll reshuffle that. Try again. The Four of Cups, the Five of Discs. And give me one more card. The Star. So, emotionally speaking, Scorpio, I have the song Come Sail Away in my head. I don't know who sings that. It's Nora something Jones. Is that her name? Come away with me. Ooh, if you know the lyrics to that, or you know the title, will you put it in the comments, please? Anyways, that's what I have here. So, first of all, Scorpio, on an emotional level, you have emotionally moved forward and on from something, but yet it still haunts your mind, okay? So, there is still some sort of cord of attachment here with something that emotionally you're trying to move away from, or you have moved away from, and yet your mind still goes there, yet it's still lingering in the back of your mind, I feel, and it creates this exhaustion. It is a very repetitive energy that's coming through, okay, that you might have been stuck on. I heard stuck on repeat, stuck on repeat, stuck on repeat. So there's something that's very repetitively going on within the heart space or within the head space that has you feeling a lack or lackluster is the word that they're giving me. It's just like the sense of feeling alone, left for dead. Whoa, that got dark. Some of you literally felt left for dead, or maybe someone else felt that about you, Scorpio. And yet there is this desire for healing, this desire for hope with the star here, that things could be healed possibly. So it's like, I heard the hope is dying or something like that. This seems very dramatic to me. And I'm not saying you're being dramatic, Scorpio, although some of you might be being a bit dramatic. But it's like, I'm getting all different kinds of words. Last fleeting wish, last dying hope. What was the other one? A sense of hopelessness. Okay, so there is this sense of like hopelessness surrounding a situation, Scorpio. And yet holding out hope for something. So some of you are like waiting for something to die within inside of you. You know, and it's like a waiting game of just knowing that the more the time passes, the more emotionally detached you become, that your feelings for someone will die off, or the way you were feeling about a situation will die off. But then there's also this part of you, this very small part of you, that kind of looks to see if there's any change or any hope that things would change with that person or in that situation. And that kind of keeps you holding on. I have a song coming through. To this feeling, or is it the end? Okay, so he says, holding on to this feeling, or is it the end? It's an old 80s song. I honestly do not know who the artist is or the lyrics. That's the only lyrics I could hear. But it's like, should I hold on to this feeling, or is it the end? You know, I feel like some of you can't decide. You think you've decided, but then you think about it. And then because you think about it, you relive it. And because you relive it in your memory, you re-invite it into your energy. And it's repetitive. Repeat, 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 repeat is all I keep hearing. Something like that going on. Some of you are really holding on to something here that is no longer serving you, okay? And it could postpone you from being able to manifest something that is for you as you hold on to this. So caution there. Whew. Your readings are always so deep, but also layered. So let's see what the bigger spiritual picture is. The teacher, which is also the star. Okay. The Nine of Swords. Ooh, the Tower. Wow, the Ten of Cups. Holy cow, Scorpio. Got the Death card at the bottom of the deck. That's you. Give me one more. The Six of Cups. There's the remembrance. There's the remembrance right here. Okay. So we are in a retrograde right now, Scorpio. And retrogrades love to bring up the past. Past people, past events, past emotions, all that good stuff. It's going to last till the end of October. So I definitely feel your energy being hit by that. Okay. It's just like, okay, as the memories surface or as things come back to mind, try your best to see it from an objective standpoint. You know, I know that's not easy to do, especially as a Scorpio, because your emotions tend to be so intertwined and so deep that sometimes it's hard for you to stay objective. But like when the memories pop up, try your best to stay as detached and objective as you can. And I would certainly not put a lot of time or focus onto the pieces of that memory that were painful to you, as you will bring that pain back up within you, and then you'll have to deal with it all over again. So it's like, stay objective. Think about the good that came out of that, okay? Because even good comes out of painful events, right? Usually spiritual growth, sometimes is a catalyst for change, etc. So let the experience be your teacher, not your tormentor, okay? Because some of you, you know, you kind of torment yourself with thoughts that you know hurt. You know, every time you think about it, it hurts, but yet you still keep coming back to it. It's like putting your hand on a stove and it hurts, so you pull your hand away. And as opposed to just taking that as a lesson, you keep putting your hand on the stove. Does it still hurt? Does it still hurt? Does it still hurt? Yes. Yes. So that's kind of what we do with our mind when we give focus to painful things. You know, we reactivate it. So I'm telling you that because you have the teacher in the Nine of Swords. It's like you are supposed to learn to take your hand off the stove. You know what I'm saying? Symbolically speaking, to take your attention away from that of which causes so much confusion and damage, and, you know, it doesn't serve you anymore, right? Because there's a lot of life lessons going on in the Scorpio energy right now, particularly when it comes to relationships or failed relationships, or relationships that have ended in the past, okay? A lot of that coming through for the Scorpio energy, and it's like you could make this, you could let that make you wiser, or you could let that entrap you in your mind, okay? But it's like, take the lesson, not the pain. The suffering is not required, okay? And you have learned a lot, okay? So I heard food for thought. There's some food for thought coming through here. And there might be a lot of disruptions going on within relationships, okay? A lot of changes in relationships. You might notice people around you are kind of changing. You could have something from the past pop up unexpectedly, Scorpio, and that could change things for good or for bad. I don't know. It'll be different for each of you, but it's like I would set my expectations on everything is working out for me. I would repeat that mantra because it's always the truth. You know, that no matter what comes your way, it's working out for you, not against you. You know, but it is a little bit of unstable energy, but it's like things have to change, okay, in order for things to become anew, especially in relationships, okay? And I feel like relationships have been a teacher for you in a lot of different ways as to, like, it's teaching you what you want in a partner, yes, but also how you want to behave in relationships and how you feel about self, the most important relationship, which is between you and your higher self. I feel a lot of emotional energy here and a lot of disruption. So there might be disruptions, like I said, going on within the emotional sector of your life, but it's so that you can gain another perspective and heal something from the past. I heard past wounding coming up to the surface to be soothed or to be healed, okay? And I feel like this is what was going on in the back of your mind, or something that you had locked in the back of your mind, right? Okay, so they gave me the term, you can hide from others, but you cannot hide from yourself. Okay, take it or leave it. You can't hide you from you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all connected, Scorpio. So, there's a big, strong, I keep wanting to say lesson, but they keep correcting me and saying reminder. This is a reminder, Scorpio, that the way you feel about yourself is always going to be how I was going to say how others feel about you, but I was corrected. How you feel about yourself is very important, but also how you feel about yourself is also your calling card. It's how you attract. So if you loathe yourself, you'll attract people that loathe themselves, or maybe even loathe you. Vice versa, if you love yourself, you attract people who love themselves or love you. You get what I mean? Like, you are in charge of what you attract, and that's important for you to know. All right, so let's look at the guidance card I got out earlier and see how they intertwine with the reading. It says, embrace the moment. Embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you're changing your energy. Wow, that ties right into the reading, doesn't it? Okay, and then your law of attraction card says, anything I can imagine being, doing, or having, I can be, do, or have. So the world is your oyster, Scorpio. You can manifest anything that you want, but you got to pay attention to one important fact, and that is, how do you feel? All right. So I'm going to leave it there. Very deep, interesting reading. As always, Scorpio, zodiac signs you might be dealing with or have in your birth chart. I've got Scorpio here, obviously, and Aquarian energy, Aries energy, Libra. Those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it's general. So, and I'm sorry, the second house of Taurus is here as well. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as well for more fun stuff. I do go live there as well. Linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Scorpio. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.